Have you ever wanted to travel to Central America and do it inexpensively? Well, this video covers one strategy you should really consider. The specific example is on how to get to Ambergirs Island, or as they like to call it over there, Ambergirs Caye, which is off the coast of and part of Belize. In my opinion, Belize is the best country in Central America to go to first and get your feet wet in a foreign country, because the native language in Belize is English. Belize used to be a colony of the British Empire, and up until recently it was named British Columbia. However, I did not meet any of the locals there who spoke with a British accent. The expensive way to make the trip would be to fly out of your closest city and then go to a hub. In my case, it would be from Columbus, Ohio to Atlanta, Georgia, and then fly out from the big airport to Belize City. And from Belize City, you would charter a small little prop plane and go to Ambergirs Caye for a round trip of around $1,250. That's a little pricey, especially if you're considering more than one person for the trip. Hence, the way I travel. The first thing you'd need to do is buy tickets to a very popular tourist trap destination in Mexico, like Cancun. You can frequently get good deals to a place like that. My round trip ticket in January of 2012 was $515.63 with tax. After you arrive in Cancun, Mexico, and here's some film of a beach from the motel that I stayed at in Cancun, the next thing you do is you take a taxi to an Edo bus terminal, and then you buy your tickets. You want to go from Cancun and ultimately Chetumal, Mexico. Make sure you request first class tickets, which are around $40 on an Edo GL series bus per person. Edo also has a Platinum series bus with reclining seats and footrests. However, I have not been on one of those. They probably cost a little more. If you forget to request first class, you could get a standard fare bus ticket. What's the advantage of that? Hey, you save money. It costs $18. An added bonus feature is that you get to stop at every little bus stop and every little burg there is on the way to Chetumal. There is yet one more bonus feature to a standard bus trip. A 4-hour-long bus trip becomes 6 hours long. When you first hear about taking a bus in Mexico, you may be envisioning the days of old where you would have to hop on a dilapidated bus and sit next to a couple of chickens and a goat as you bump along the road that needed to be repaved about 10 years ago. Well, that is no longer the case. If you travel on an Edo GL or Edo Platinum Series bus, you will have a comfortable ride. Above is a video of Route 307, the road you take from Cancun to Chetumal. As you can see, it's nice, clean, and modern, and it's that way the whole trip. Our bus made a stop at Carmen de Playa, and here's some pictures of the terminal so you know what it looks like. And Carmen de Playa in English translates into Carmen Beach. It looks sort of interesting, so we decided to take a side trip and stay in Carmen de Playa for the evening. and head out back to Chetumal in the morning. Here's a few pictures of what Carmen de Playa looks like. Changing plans is easy to do. All you have to do is get a refund for the balance of the tickets and then buy new ones from Carmen de Playa to Chetumal in the morning. We got up way early in the morning to catch the bus to Chetumal. And after a long ride and a boring movie, we finally arrived. Here's what the bus station looks like from the road. And inside, you can buy the tickets right here. You have the option of buying your ferry tickets at this Edo station in Chetumal. After you buy your tickets, you go to the taxi stand. If you're hungry and want to eat more than chips or candy bars and pop, right here is your only choice in restaurants, unless you want to take a cab ride. It's always fun to order when you don't have a common language to use. Here is the port side view of the entrance of the port the taxis will take you to. The building on the right is one of the ferry offices. The building on the left is customs. If you didn't buy your ferry tickets at the bus terminal, you also have the option of buying them here. There are two competing ferry companies positioned side by side from each other on a road, and they love each other. There will be a guy outside to greet you as soon as you get out of the taxi, and he will point you to his particular ferry service. And if you're walking to his competition, he will offer you a $5 discount. I suppose if you're contrary, you could start a bidding war. In the distance, you'll see a boat, and that's the boat you take from Chetumal to Ambergirs Caye. But before you go on the boat, all your luggage is piled in a straight line in front of the boat. And then some men come in a jeep, heavily armed. Many of them are carrying machine guns. And they take a dog and sniff all your luggage. Once the luggage passes the sniff test, it is allowed to be loaded onto the boat. Shortly afterwards, the passengers can board. On your return trip, if you use the same ferry company, you will arrive at the same dock. And then you will form a line and you have to meet two people. One's from customs, the other is from immigration. You don't leave the dock until you have provided the proper paperwork to both men. Now you're ready to begin the final leg of your journey and at long last get to your destination. Chetumal on the map is colored green and Ambergirs Caye is colored red, and that is our destination. When you arrive at Ambergirs Caye, you will be in the city of San Pedro, and this is the building you will first walk into, because customs is there. Once you show them your passport, get it stamped, and answer a few basic questions, you're on your way to begin your adventure. This is the front of the building you just walked into from the back port. Here's what you'll see first once you exit the door of customs. And here are a few snapshots of what part of the town looks like. Most of the people who can afford transportation on this island drive golf carts rather than automobiles. And there are so many speed bumps on the roads on this island that you're not going to go very fast anyway. There are a variety of things you can do here on Ambergirs Caye. They have an amazing barrier reef that practically surrounds the entire island. The If you like to snorkel, it's a great place to go. If you like to scuba dive, it's a super place to go. They have this blue hole. I have yet to see it, but I've seen pictures of it and it looks amazing. That'd be a great place to scuba dive. There's fishing. You can explore nearby ruins. You can visit other islands. Or you can just relax and chill on the beach. It's a great place to go. So how much did I save by traveling by land, sea, and air rather than just flying there? Well, as I said before, my airline ticket was $515.63. The ferry ride one way from Chetumal to Ambergirs Island was $31.78. And then you have a couple of gringo taxes, some sort of immigration fee of around $15.89, and perhaps a customs fee of $12.61. And then you'd have those both ways. And let's not forget the round-trip bus tickets at around $80. And let's throw in another $60 for various taxi rides. Now, if we add that all together, we come up with $776.19 in transportation charges. Now, if we subtract that from the airplane and prop planes that you could use to get there at around $1,250, you have a savings of $470.81 per person. Now that starts adding up rather quickly. So, on your next or first Central American expedition, you might want to consider traveling by land, sea, and air too, and save a bundle, especially if you're taking the whole family along.